Right now, I think we're getting ready to go into trumpets, then we're getting ready to go into atonement. Then after atonement, it's going to be tabernacles, right? And then before you know it, we're going to be at a bid. We're going to be at the first month in the new year, all right? And then we're going to be doing Passover and all of those things like that, all right? So you may ask, okay, where do you get this 364-day calendar from? The first thing, like I told you, is at this ministry, we get what we believe from the word. Period. Point blank, period. We get it from the word. Okay, as much as we possibly can. And then if anything else secondary comes out, all right, then it's really only proven the word. That's a safe place to be. Okay? So go with me to 2nd Esdras 14. And then we're going to go to Jubilees. But in order, before I go to Jubilees, I like to just go to this scripture because you got, some brews, depending on if Jubilees doesn't fit their doctrine, they just throw it out. And that's one thing that we don't do. We recognize all of the books of the scripture. You understand? We don't just say, we don't go around canonizing books and uncanonizing books. We believe in all of the Hebrew scriptures. All right? Because there's an answer in them all. Okay, so that's your 66 books, that's your Apocrypha, that's Jubilees, that's Jasher, that's Enoch. Okay, we come from those books. All right, most people that don't come from those books is really because something opposes their doctrine that they don't want to listen to or don't want to hear. All right, so let's first go to, what did I say?
2nd Esdras.
2nd Esdras. This is in the Apocrypha. 2nd Esdras, chapter 14, and we're going to start at verse 1. This is to substantiate why we go into the book of Jubilees.
2nd Esdras 14, verse 1. And it came to pass upon the 3rd day, I sat under an oak, and behold, there came a voice out of a bush over against me, and said, Esdras, Esdras. And I said, Here I am. Here am I,
Just read it,
Lord.
Yeah.
And I stood up upon my feet. Then he said unto me, In the bush I did manifestly reveal myself unto Moses.
I did manifestly reveal myself to who?
Moses.
Moses, come on.
And talked with him when my people served in Egypt.
When my people served in Egypt, come on.
And I sent him and led my people out of Egypt and brought him up to the mount of where I held him by me a long season.
By me a long season, meaning 40 days and 40 nights. Remember, the children of Israel at that time thought Moses had died. They thought he had just left them, that he had went up into the mountain and just left them hanging. That's when they went to Aaron and said, hold on, you know what I'm saying? We're going to go back and we're going to build this calf.
I just have a comment. It's not exactly on, but can we just meditate on how the Most High is even validating himself right here to Ezra?
Yeah.
Like he's saying, I did this, you can be secure.
Yes.
I am the Most High.
That's good. That's good.
I'm
Right.
sorry.
But you weren't here earlier, but when we read Romans 15:4, it says through patience and comfort of the scripture, right, we might have what? Hope, which is an expectation that the word of the Most High is what? Sure.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you said that.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Where are we? Go start at verse 4.
And I sent him and led my people out of Egypt and brought him up to the mount of where I held him by me a long season.
Come on.
And told him many wondrous things and showed him the secrets of the times.
Showed him the secrets of the times, meaning Jubilees.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
And the end, and commanded him, saying.
And commanded Moses, saying what?
These words shalt thou declare.
These words shall thou declare. So I need you to put this in Genesis. Genesis is an overview of the beginning. Come on.
And these shalt thou hide.
And these shall thou hide. Where did he hide it? In the book of Jubilees. Concerning times and secrets of times and seasons. Jubilees. Are you with me? Now, let's go to the book of Jubilees, chapter 1. Hopefully it's not too small on the screen. I didn't find a way to make it bigger, but this Jubilees 1 is up here. And let's go to Jubilees 1:1 real quick.
Jubilees chapter 1, verse 1. And it came to pass in the first year of the exodus of the children of Israel out of Egypt, in the 3rd month, on the 16th day of the month, that God spake to Moses, saying, Come up to me on the mount, and I will give thee 2 tables of stone of the law and of the commandment, which I have written, that thou mayest teach them. And Moses went up into the mount of God, and the glory of the Most High abode on Mount Sinai, and a cloud overshadowed it 6 days. And he called to Moses on the 7th day out of the midst of the cloud, and the appearance of the glory of the Most High was like a flaming fire on the top of the mountain. And Moses was on the mount 40 days and 40 nights. And God taught him the earlier and the later history of the division of all the days of the law and of the testimony.
So this is where he told Moses, some things I want you to declare, but there are also some things that I want you to hide. That's what we just read in 2nd Esdras, right? Verse 4 again, it says, And Moses was on the mount 40 days and 40 nights, and the higher taught him the earlier, which means the things before him, even the heavens, how they were created, creation as a whole, taught Moses the earlier and the later history of the division of all the days of the law and the testimony, right? Skip down to verse 6.
And thus it will come to pass when all these things come upon them, that they will recognize that I am more righteous than they in all their judgments and in all their actions, and they will recognize that I have been truly with them.
Verse 7.
And do thou write for thyself all these words which I declare unto thee this day, for I know their rebellion and their stiff neck, before I bring them into the land of which I swear to their fathers, to Abraham and to Isaac and to Jacob, saying, Unto your seed will I give a land flowing with milk and honey.
Come on.
And they will eat and be satisfied, and they will turn to strange gods.
They will turn to strange gods. Did this not happen?
Yeah.
The Most High showed this to Moses, and it happened. As soon as he got down from the mountain, what had happened? The Israelites had turned to strange gods. Read.
Which cannot deliver them from aught of their tribulation. And this witness shall be heard for a witness against them. For they will forget all my commandments, even all that I commanded them, and they will walk after the Gentiles, and after their uncleanliness, and after their shame, and will serve their gods, and these will prove unto them an offense and a tribulation, and an affliction and a snare.
And has this not happened to our people? Verse 9.
And many will perish, and they will be taken captive, and will fall into the hands of the enemy, because they have forsaken my ordinances and my commandments, and the festivals of my covenant, and my Sabbaths.
And my Sabbaths, plural. Not just the weekly Sabbath, but the holy days are also likewise Sabbaths. Come on.
And my holy place, which I have hallowed for myself in their midst, and my tabernacle and my sanctuary, which I have hallowed for myself in the midst of the land, that I should set my name upon it, and that it should dwell there.
And that it should dwell there. But go back up, and it says, because they have forsaken my ordinances, my commandments, and the festivals of my covenant, which we find in Leviticus 23, my covenant and my Sabbaths, and my holy place, which I have hallowed for myself in their midst. Now you ask, okay, Pastor Kenny, where do you get the calendar from? Okay, we get the calendar from the book of Jubilees. Are you with me?